Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Schaddn. Oh god. And I just woke up. Hello Veggie. Let me just finish setting all of this up. Where are we? Oh, hi Nab. I don't even have the power to like say anything about the Mr. Entertainment. But anyway, let me get you guys onto the coffee talk screen. Aha. I'm not so sure about this one. Whether it is as relaxing as I thought, but let me get to my spot. Oh my god, everything works. Yippee! Bit of a morning voice. Whatever could you mean? These for sure aren't the first words I've spoken today. Been up since 6 AM. Jesus Christ, Neb. What have you been up to? What did you need to be awake for at 6? On a Sunday, no less. I mean work, I assume. But yeah, I'm very happy that I actually managed to wake up. Family wanted to do something at 6. Maybe I am just from a family of sleepyheads. That is possible. Oh my god. But honestly, actually like waking up for the first time in a bunch of days since I've had any obligations, that's quite nice. Actually catching the morning, which is something I do quite enjoy. Yes. I don't think I would survive around your family, just I always get so angry at waking up. It's kind of funny. I hate waking up. But yeah, in terms of the week review, oh god, all of my desktop is full of stuff. Jeez. Live English Justice earned 1. They had a little celebration stream, which was... It's what honestly, it feels like I've just watched them debut, and now we already have like the 1-year anniversary and a new song, which is a banger, by the way. Completely the opposite of how I'm feeling right now, but it's a super banger. If they ever get like a concert, the 4 of them, like CC, Gigi, Raura and Liz, and if they manage to perform live, it's gonna be one hell of a rave. Yeah, of course, gladly. Something like this should be good. You also just wake up normally because of your work schedule. Then better music. It sounds okay to me. It's just yeah, I don't always know how well it translates to YouTube. Yes. Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you for telling me. As always with a new layout or overlay, it's a bit of testing on my side. Though I may admit that I've slapped this one together a bit. What else was there? Let me check my notes. Ooh, yes. Oh no, I didn't have any pictures prepared. What do I do? What do I do? Let's see. Can I? There was an event, or there is an event. Put it like this, and it's about racing. Oh, there we go. As you may or may not know, I am a bit of a racing fan. Can I just drag and drop this into here now? Am I YouTuber enough to just be able to do that? Bet I am. I was about to say you bet I am, but maybe you also want to bet against me. Yeah, there we go. Ah. So this is the Nürburgring 24-hour race. It's like it's part of like the normal, usual Nürburgring series, which is a racing series that Jimmy Broadbent, Super GT, Misha Schaddn all take part in, and all three of them are like, I was about to say racing VTubers. No, they're just normal flash tubers, racing flash tubers. Jimmy has been like a sim racing YouTuber for kind of pre-COVID, and then blew up in COVID, I think, which is around when I discovered him. Super GT is mostly a Gran Turismo YouTuber, and I don't know, he just has such a nice voice, and the way he narrates the races is just kind of nice. And while Gran Turismo is less of a sim than, well, actual sim racing, games, I feel like the amount of driving he has done in that one still translates kind of to IRL speed. Misha is someone who's been driving at the Nürburgring for a long while, like a long while. What he usually does is you can hit him up and be like, hey, I have this or that car, would you take me around a tourist lap, like around the Nürburgring? So you'd give him like your car keys, and he'd drive around the Nürburgring in for one lap, so 10 minutes, in your car, and just give it the beans, and actually try and honestly get around there as fast as possible in whatever car you give him, which is just so people have turned up in either the biggest shit boxes you can imagine, actually nice cars, or ones that look like shit boxes but have been completely taken apart and made sleeper builds of, swap the engine, tune the exhaust, turbo, that kind of stuff. Kind of insane. So yeah, anyway, Misha has then gotten a call from Bilstein, I think, where he was like, I want to make a racing team. Called up Jimmy and Super GT, Steve is Super GT, and kind of just then contacted Bilstein, who got in contact with the Black Falcon racing team, and prepared a car for them to race in the NLS, and now they're from sim racing and I guess less serious driving around the Nürburgring to fully partaking in that series, which is kind of insane. They're really cool in my opinion, that they actually made it to a real racetrack with a real team behind them, and they're kind of gunning for P1 in the championship, which is crazy because like you wouldn't believe that a bunch of YouTubers could like actually drive fast. So I wonder how that will turn out. In this particular event, the endless, or the ADAC Ravenol 24 hours off the Nürburgring, yeah, I don't know what else the title is. I think they're on P2, if I recall correctly. Let's see. The Ravenol 24 hour live timing. No, that's the wrong one. Come on. I had it open yesterday. I should have bookmarked it. But yesterday when I checked, they were like P2 and I think about 5 minutes behind P1. So the thing with like endurance racing is that sometimes you actually have these insane gaps where, you know, where it's just 5 minutes. Not that that is too bad, of course. Ah, there we go. Ooh, Jimmy Broadbent is driving. Oh, that oh. Okay. Okay. That is not bad. They're a minute behind, I think. Let me see. Can I pull this up? Of course I can pull this up. So this is the relevant part. Yes. Let's get rid of this one. Yes. Are you sure you wish to remove screenshot? Yes, I am. I'm gonna swap it out for this here. It's very small. Oh god. I mean, this is fine for my purposes as well. So, let's go over this from the left side. Position is just the overall race position, I think, between all classes. Because this is a multi-class race, and there are cars of different speeds on the track at the same time. But, like, for your final result, only your, like, actual class of your car matters, which in this case is SP18. There's a bunch of cars in there, the different ones. I've just picked out the top right now. So, here we have rank 1 and 2 in class, which is P1 and P2 in class, which would be the first car I don't recognize, driven by Durr. Car number 2 is driven by Jimmy Broadbent. They're both on the same lap, which means that this gap, where it says lap 94 for the number, like for the rank 1 car, I think that says a minute and 2 seconds, which is considerably less than 5 minutes that it was yesterday, so they must have made some time somewhere. Someone must have had like a giga stint. Kinda looking forward to that. I'm now seeing something kind of... What the hell am I seeing? Why does it say 9 minutes on gap now? That isn't possible. Anyway, the last lap time is like the last full lap that they drove. In this case, the number 1 car took 10 minutes and 4 seconds, and Jimmy in P2 managed it in 9:55. I think the McLaren, which is the top car, must have had some kind of some kind of oopsie along the way, because they are... That car is very fast. I don't think they'll manage to get P1 actually, because like that McLaren just is too fast. It is now the usual again, where P1 drives like a 9:24, and Jimmy has completed his last lap in 9:45. Obviously there's quite improvement from both of them, but less so from the BMW, which, well, I mean, yeah, what can I do except cheer for them? I think pit is for the amount of pit stops, and now I see why it's taking longer this lap. Because apparently Jimmy has just gone into the pits, like right now. I wonder who's gonna be driving next. Yeah, pit stops usually take a long time, because it's an endurance racing, and I think they have a minimum time they need to spend in the pits or something, so like pit stops are really just more of a formality instead of like actually something where you gain or lose time. It's more just about how many of those you take. Yeah. That is the NLS 24, which is still ongoing, by the way. If you're interested in like that kind of racing stuff, in VTuber circles, I always feel like I'm the only person that has that weird crossover interest into like racing. Where's the onboard? Oh, this is one of those. Let me just post it in case you enjoy one of those. No, in case you. I give up. I just give up. There we go. This would be Jimmy Broadbent's view. Oh, this is also at the same time a push to 1 million subscribers, which is nice. I think he deserves it. Videos are highly entertaining and I think very accessible to also like a crowd that has never actually like interacted with racing. You know what I should manage? The tires? Also, hello Manason, hi. Why are you up? It's, wait, I can do math, hold on. 10 minus 6 or something, or 7 or 8. So it's somewhere between 2 and 4 AM for you. I did manage to wake up, yes, I'm very proud of myself. I also like how 90% of the stream is me being with closed eyes. I should manage. It's 4:20. Yippee. What do you mean I should manage? Huh? Oh, because my title is I managed to wake up. I actually feel like the wet cat in the thumbnail. Spent like 13 hours editing an MV. Oh my god. Oh, that is like half a minute to a minute. MVs are crazy actually. I looked into maybe doing one for like one of my covers. Gosh darn, that is yeah, it's a lot of work if you want to do it right. Half minute to a minute. Yep, sounds about right. I've also been on more of Schaddn's niche interests on the internet. I've been watching Marticido Pants's Oh, I don't even know if that was this week. We'll just pretend it was this week. Martin Pseudopants's Factorio playthrough, which is kind of a factory building game that just takes way too much time and is way too complicated. And he did play like a mod pack, which added a lot of complications. The video itself was insane, really enjoyable. I kind of like this factory building type game stuff. But what was really interesting is what the follow-up video on the second channel, where he kind of went into exactly the editing and how to process like 300 hours of gameplay into a 45-minute video, I guess. More like two 45-minute videos, but still. It was surprising to me like how much had to get cut for that alone. The amount of effort that went through just to like actually the amount of effort that went through into like properly archiving every clip to then later use for the script was wild, because obviously when I do, let's say, a Red Dead short or something, I don't really have to mark my clips or anything. I just chuck them into an appropriate folder, and it's like 5 to 10 clips of a few minutes to a few seconds to a few minutes. When I then process those, I can just kind of skip through, because I still remember what I've recorded, so I pretty much know where what is. But of course, with the 300-hour gameplay recording, that is a bit different. Then you just have like clip number 145 taken at whatever date, and you have no idea what's in there. If you had to watch all of that back, you'd go insane. So what he did was create a Google Doc and like log all the time codes, and gave a comment immediately on what the clip actually was. And I dread the day that I do such a project. When videos get longer, you will have to mark them. Yes, I don't wanna I don't wanna do work. But yeah, that was wild to me, and like having a little insight into that process was kind of like nice. I knew it takes a lot of time to actually edit these kind of proper videos from watching you, Doku, from editing yours. But I'm watching you editing yours, Jesus Christ. Warning, Schaddn ain't better with the English than the usual Schaddn. But my god, did I underestimate it. And also, he was the same as like, I guess, both you and me when it comes to that kind of stuff, where it's just a full day of editing for like a minute progress. And just for a 45-minute video, which yeah, well, I think he said it's taken him oh my god, sorry, like about more than half a year to finish, like just editing the video, not to mention the whole gameplay part. Welcome to your rally, sitting all day to edit with no tangible progress. I mean, it is progress. Like, if even, you know, the big YouTubers and streamers take that long to edit, I think we're doing fine, especially you. These videos are very entertaining, by the way. Go check out my manager. I think today is just me chilling and talking about stuff I like. I did make a rough outline, but I didn't really think it through too much. What I like is that I have time, for once, unlike in a project like Red Dead, where by the way, which I really enjoy, I really enjoy Red Dead. But there I don't get these stretches of time. That the time is just really limited where I get to talk about just stuff. Because obviously there's something happening all the time, which is also nice for a pace of change, I would say. Sometimes I wish I had longer stretches. I often get interrupted. I don't know if you noticed that, but I often get interrupted by the game. I thought maybe the horse rides would alleviate a bit of the problem. However, Red Dead Redemption 2 is really, really good at throwing just stuff at you. Even on like a longer stretch, you never go a few minutes without something happening, at least. Like the stranger interactions that you get to meet, manage, experience. Like every 5 meters when you were just horsing around. I mean, of course I don't have to do them. I just fear the consequences if I don't. Especially with like helping people and stuff. I cannot not help people, even though it's just a game. Which is kind of funny. Like I said, I even tried like a just a low honor playthrough where I'm just being like an actual criminal, and I just couldn't manage it. I know it, I felt too bad. But anyway, that is why I'm really happy that I get to talk about anime, which I haven't done in a while. So let me just get you through the list of stuff that I've been watching this season, which is less than expected because I've been dropping a bunch of things. But I think it's still kind of interesting, the diversity that we got. For one, there's Lazarus. It's been highly anticipated. Very much like hyped, I guess, as well on Twitter from what I could see. And then the show dropped. Everyone was like super hyped for episode 1 and 2 and 3. And then the hype kind of dropped off because the show slowed down a teeny tiny bit, and I guess the crowd didn't like that too much. But I still think it's a worthwhile watch. In the beginning I thought maybe I would watch the English dub. And then one day the English dub was not out on my preferred source of anime. Let's call it that. So I watched just the Japanese like voice lines with sub, as I usually do. And their voices are also really good. And I can't decide which one to recommend to people, because like, of course the English ones are, I guess, a bit more authentic because it's set in America, but also the Japanese is so good. And no, they're both good, which is surprising. Usually the dub is a bit lower quality, but I guess that's how it was back in the days. I haven't really watched dubbed anime in a while. Yeah, that was good. It's about a drug that has made its way into the broader parts of society, and I guess like everyone kind of partakes in it. It feels to me kind of like a mirror of cigarettes, like 30 years ago, 50 years ago, where like everyone and their mother and their children smoked, kinda. Yeah, the drug is kind of, well, it's not very good for you. And the main plot of Lazarus deals with a crew that is looking for a cure. I don't wanna say too much about it. The premise is kind of wild. It's very enjoyable, and if you like the kind of Marvel movie like quips, I guess, dialogue-wise. You'll enjoy it. Some people have been annoyed by it, and I can see that. But then again, it's like so on the nose. Like it's so on purpose that I can't really be angry at it. Next one. To Be Hero X is an anime that's currently airing. I don't know how many episodes it's got. It's currently at episode 12. And I think it's been animated by a Chinese studio, but it's still like a Japanese voiced anime and produced by like Aniplex and Bilibili in like Junction. So I was a bit taken aback at first because I was like, oh, what kind of what kind of abomination is this gonna be? Because like too many cooks for one pot kind of situation, I thought. My god, the animation studio cook, it's a bit of a mix between that Spider-Man kind of semi 3D animation, like the newer Spider-Man kind of thing, and traditional ones, and they intermix it. They mix up the style they use depending on the scene, which is something I haven't really seen that much of, and in this case I think it's very tastefully applied, so it's nice. And the plot is just insane. I'm still not sure if I like the premise, where it says... Where is it? Ah, there it is. This is a world where heroes are created by people's trust, and the hero who has received the most trust is known as X. In this world, people's trust can be calculated by data, and these values will be reflected on everyone's wrist. As long as enough trust points are obtained, ordinary people can also have superpowers and become superheroes that save the world. However, the ever-changing trust value makes the hero's path full of unknowns. It's... I don't know, I'm not very smart, so the whole thing is confusing to me. I'm not sure what they're getting at, but I'm pretty sure that this is kind of a comment on perception of people through social media, and like how really minor things sometimes snowball out of proportion. But yeah, To Be Hero X, I highly recommend you check it out, because it's different than usual. Very much so. What else? Oh yeah, of course. In my usual... I call this my... not my trash taste, but like my fast food anime taste. There is From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, where the title is exactly what you get. You get an old country bumpkin who leads a dojo, a like sword dojo. Who goes to like the royal capital. Oh yeah, this is of course like in your usual isekai setting, except that there is no isekai. Where a mid-40s guy then like goes to the capital and is recognized as like an insane master swordsman, despite he himself not believing in his abilities, and he's like, oh no, I'm just an old guy that teaches sword. It's an easy to watch show. I really enjoyed it, and I think the plot is interesting enough that it doesn't like, it's okay. It's an alright show. It's my fast food show. It's like your usual isekai trash, honestly, but like still watchable. Ooh, this one, Kowloon Generic Romance. I'll have to catch up on that. I kind of dropped it midway through. But if you're looking for that like 90s feeling of anime, this is it. I cannot describe it. I have, watching this, I get nostalgia for a time that I haven't been alive for. Which is, I think I tweeted something like, they don't make, apparently they do make him like this still. Dijan, hello! Yeah, I was very surprised by Kowloon Generic Romance. I don't even dare to start describing the plot, just go watch it. It is morning time for me. It's also morning time for you. Wait, you're awake? It's like 9:30. What are you awake for? Huh? How am I doing? I am managing to wake up. I'm very surprised that I actually did get up in time. I was staring at my alarm clock this morning and I was very angry at it for waking me up. But just about managed to make coffee in time. You're awake for work? Watching any work, pewter? Oh, how nice. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up like my show and tell of what anime I've been watching, because I've never had time this month to do that, because Red Dead is very busy. Shut. The Shofi. We cannot. You won't look like Schlatt to you. Well, you can't just put like a sh sound. No, not a Shofi. The worst part is that I've been kind of writing a theme song for myself. And I did save the project as like the Shanthem. So this... yeah, it's more like Schaddn's Shofi's Schlop. I haven't seen a more cheaply produced stream in a while. Schaddn's Shanty. No. Actually, I'd really love to make a shanty at some point, but yeah, I only managed to make some EDM and I'm not sure I'm happy about it. We'll see how that turns out. I think I gotta start writing the lyrics first again before I do the music. YouTube channel. I will just gladly ignore that newest message, Doku. I will just pretend I didn't see it. Do it for branding. All of you guys. Gosh darn it. Man, yes. Right here, behind the screen, there is a man. Doku hate on the Schaddn Entertainment channel? Never seen before. Schaddn Shishan. How is this the takeaway from... should I sell seashells as merch? Schaddn's seashells. Oh my god. Ignoring Manasan? He would never. I've never been bunked by Manasan before, which is kinda nice. Means I'm a good streamer. Yeah. Smug Schaddn. Call it Schmugden. Fact I'm twisted. No, what do you mean I'm the most innocent and wholesome? Can have a whole pirate ship. I actually wouldn't mind having like a ship. If it comes with a crew, I'd gladly take it. For some reason, like driving stuff, it's just enjoyable to me, so it's not just cars. That one time I got to drive like a houseboat over 10 years ago. I really enjoyed it. I don't know, something about the handling of a boat on a river is just, it's just kind of relaxing because it's delayed, right? The Schaddn's ship. Oh my god. Doku, go to bed? Oh yeah, right. Ojo-sama, it's time to go to bed. Sure is, it's like 4:30. Or like 4:45. You might be Mana-san, but are you sane, man? Nab is managing me. It's a McNab. What does it make Nab? Dog. Gang. Yeah, go. It's 4 AM. That is it's a very generous 4 AM. Doku-san should go to bed. It's imperative for the quality of the video that you go to bed. And nothing is more important than the quality of the video. The caffeine you had to finish this MV is coming back to bite you. Yeah, caffeine bites you like up to 6 hours after you take it. Which I didn't believe, so I ran some tests by drinking coffee in the evening, and I can confirm, caffeine fucks you. Nab is the owner of the company. Ooh. Oh, I could see Nab as like owning a greenhouse gardening company at some point. With like the occasional weird skull in it. We don't talk about those. Nab CEO? Nab EO, EO, oh EO. The Nabio. Wait, what does NAB stand for? Like, because like CEO is like Chief Executive Officer, so what is NAB? You should sleep. Yes, we've been telling you. Good night, Mana-san. Take your well-deserved rest. And don't wake up early like me. Sleep well, Donku. Exactly. Get that donk. Me, 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 me. I enjoyed that one a bit much. Oh, I think Donko might have already left. Oh, I gotta send him the clip. Nabio doesn't improve the donk. I shall contain myself. Sun's pay is getting reduced. No, no. Wait, if my pay is getting reduced, do I need to start paying? Oh god. What kind of black VTuber agency have I found myself in now that I need to pay? We don't here at Schaddn Entertainment, we don't like paying. That's why we only subscribe to the cheap joke package. In other news, Fire Force is back. Niji 2? Oh yeah. No. Stop. Oh god, Niji. Have you... Is it too early for VTuber drama? I don't think it's too early for VTuber drama, but Niji has terminated... Yeah. Nice. Nice notes, Schaddn. Niji termination. I could have told myself who they terminated, because I should know that I don't remember anything. Anyway, Niji has terminated someone. I mean, I guess... Oh, Twisty, there we go. Yeah, that Reddit comment kind of sums it up. It's not surprising. Twisty got terminated and Aster's still there. I don't understand how someone who's been confirmed by multiple people to like sexually harass people is still in that company. Like, how much of a golden goose is Aster that they just don't want to let him go? And like, despite all of the backlash, and they clearly they are willing to let talent go if they're misbehaving, which I think Twisty has. I don't quite remember what it was. Was she... Oh yeah, discriminatory. Discriminatory, Oh yeah, there was a whole drama with like... Yeah, stuff she said about people behind the scenes and somebody had it recorded and leaked. Yep. I just don't understand how they managed to like not apply the rules to everyone equally. Leaked voice calls of bad. Yeah. I don't think she even... Wasn't she also like, I'm not gonna apologize for that? This is who I am, kinda gung-ho about it? There's also one who points out that if you report harassment in Niji, it'll just be ignored until it blows up publicly. But I think I disagree with the Redditor, because Aster, it has blown up publicly multiple times, and still no action taken by Niji. She apologized for a bunch of stuff and went back on the apology. She covered all the bases for real. So she apologized to appease the crowd that wanted the apology for her, and she took it back to appease the crowd that was on board with what she said. Nice. Good marketing, like good PR. This is ironic, by the way. This is not very good. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just happy that like Hololive is not really like that, and that my Oshis are mostly safe, possibly. I mean, that there was this whole... I mean... I guess they get attacked more, but I think behavior-wise, Hololive management has a very good grasp on who they employ. The only thing that they never seem to manage is to hire people with a stable mental. I've seen someone also take a break, or like announcing a break. Where is he, my koi VTuber? I swear I prepared for this. Drama happens, but it's so rare. Yeah. I mean, sometimes some comments from people who like just, you know, say stuff, as you do while you stream. May get criticized, but then again, I feel like the talents in Hollow are really good at just like taking responsibility for that kind of stuff. That's very nice. I had a thought just a second ago. I couldn't get a hold of it. It like slipped off back into the distance, never to return again. Oh yeah. There's never a week without Hololive living my days thinking. Yeah, here at Schaddn Entertainment, we do not think that often. I hate thinking. Thinking is bad. Thinking makes me angry. There's never a week without Hololive members not living my dream, because Iris has in a collab with Vite Ramen, I think, who did some collabs with Hololive members before, like Kiara and stuff. Yeah, she has been living my dreams and released a freaking soda. A freaking hopium soda, which is... I want to have a, like, soda merch thing so bad. Because my... Okay, this is a bit unhinged, but I want carbonated, sweetened black tea. And because I want it, I need to, like... I need someone to make it for me, right? Because this isn't really a thing. So I really like need proper backing, so someone would make this as merch for me, and so I can shill it. I just felt bad for Iris because you feel like she was poorly handled when she first debuted. Yeah, I remember the whole thing with her model where people were a bit put off. I guess myself included. It was different. And I think it was also because the artist at the time was a bit inexperienced with drawing VTuber models, so it wasn't as smooth sailing as could have been. But yeah, she's re-debuted, and I think it's been going quite well for her ever since. I'm not really that much into that kind of into that gen of Hololive, so I'm not always caught up on what they're doing. But goddamn, she is living my dream. Releasing like freaking mid-90s Eurobeat songs and getting her own drinks made. In terms of merch, like, I don't know why, but I have a love for stuff you can consume, right? Schaddn church. It's the church. Which honestly it is kind of close to shirts. Which means a joke in German. And I've been wanting to, like, I don't know, I want consumable merch of myself. Because I don't want to make... I mean, I want to have my own plushie. German mentioned. God dang it. Unrotate the nab from their closet. It's like a jump scare. Or like a cuckoo clock. Where the nab just jumps out when German is mentioned. Because if I will not release... I don't think I will release... It is unlikely that I release bathwater. Oh my god. Oh, if I... Okay, see. If I ever would release a bathwater, which is something that I actually also kind of want to do at some point, it must be something that can actually be drunk and consumed, because even if you write on it that you should not consume freaking bathwater, people will consume it. So I don't know. I just want to have something that is wrapped in like stickers where it says like do not open, do not drink, but actually filled with something that is enjoyable to consume. Consume the Schaddn part, not dip my foot in the water. But yeah, like consumable stuff, because I don't want stuff piling up let's say you do merge every year, like a fresh plushie every year. Over the years, or like every half year, or for whatever like event that is going on, it will add up. And personally, I'm really bad at like getting rid of stuff I don't need, or like making space to keep my head sane. So for that reason, I want to do mostly like consumables. Some Mountain Dew with Schaddn skins. Oh my! What even these no, these words should not go in the same sentence. Also, I have yet to try Mountain Dew. I really should do it at some point. Actually, you want a plushie of all your friends? Yeah, that is relatable. You should release Puntable around Degen as a plushie. Because that freaking Molly is so freaking adorable. I just want to kick it. My god. Mountain Dew is so good. Oh no. What's it taste like, actually? I've always wondered this. Because it says Mountain Dew. I assume it's sweet. And it looks vile. Very green. But then again, it's carb. I think it looks like it would taste somewhere between nice and kind of weird. You can sew, you'll turn us all into marketable plushies. Yeah. What do you taste like piss? Degen. Why? Why do you know what? Why? Huh? Why do you know what it tastes like? Degen? Can I come make it to you? I will be back. I will be gone by the time you're back. No, I will not. Very British of you. I'm running out of coffee. I was considering making a tea alongside my coffee just to have something back up to drink. Ah. But yeah. Mountain Dew. Oh god. But yeah, I want to make... If I can, I make it big. It's always been a dream of me to like make a Nissin collab, which is like the premier instant ramen company. That would be crazy. Schaddn instant noodles, call them Shoodles. Oh my god, Shoodles would be kind of so stupid, but there's like I think a star cook, René Schudel. So it wouldn't be too far-fetched, but yeah. Developing a drink would be nice. I've also seen like, oh, speaking of developing a drink, there is a kind of distribution center here in Switzerland. It's called Galaxus, and it's kind of our equivalent of Amazon, because we don't have Amazon over here. They deliver some things these days, I think, but still not being in the EU kind of hinders the whole, you know, logistics, free trade kind of thing. Shoodles is amazing, write it down. We don't have Amazon? No, we do not have Amazon. We have Amazon. It's just not as smooth sailing, and oftentimes it says like does not deliver to Switzerland. And if it does, you probably will pay some kind of toll. But anyway, that Amazon-like distribution company of like stuff, they started making more in-house products, like just for like everyday kind of stuff. And before they actually went ahead and did like the proper in-house gadgets like power banks and just cables and the likes, things that are offered by like many brands, but you'll have to sort through the ones you actually want, because like the quality is variable. So for that kind of electronics, they started making their own stuff. Before that, on April 1st of like, I think 2 years ago, they released iced tea. Because people have been requesting like a Galactus iced tea for the longest time. And they actually went ahead and did it. Like, I didn't believe that it was actually a thing. Because I saw it, like the ad that they made for it, it was so stupid. It was, they like parodied all the spring, the bottled spring water companies that like bottles with like Alpine spring water, where they're like, oh yeah, it's a drop of eternity or whatever, I don't know. And I thought it was a fake product until it turned out that they actually made a few tons of like the iced tea, and I think they still have it. Do they still have it? Are they still making it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, okay. Yep, but they made like two ices, a peach one and a what was it? Pomegranate? I think pomegranate hibiscus. And in the aftermath of like April 1st, of like April Fools, they then released a bunch of blog posts on how they went about it, because it was really interesting. Like, even though that is kind of the biggest seller of stuff, they still had like troubles finding someone who was willing to take them on for this project. Peach iced tea. Yeah, I think I've preferred peach iced tea for. We have in Switzerland like mostly peach and lemon iced tea. And peach has been winning in my books, I think just slightly, for quite a while. But sometimes I do crave the more refreshing taste of a lemon iced tea, because the peach ones that we have are often very sweet, which I do not like. Yeah, I don't like high sweetness drinks, kind of. Like, I want to have it just sweet enough so it's like, you know, at a sweet enough level, but not so sweet that you feel less refreshed when you drink it, if that makes sense. You live for lemons? Oh, heck yeah. You think a bad peach is worse than a bad lemon iced tea? Yes, yes. You can mess up a peach iced tea so badly. Oh god, like, there is I think Fuse tea, of which I really dislike the peach iced tea. And in theory, like, peach hibiscus is a combination I very much enjoy. I just couldn't get to grips with that. It was too sweet, and the peach flavor specifically that they used, I don't know, it just had like the kind of lingering taste where it, I don't want to say it kind of like was rotting, but the peach tasted like a bit overripe, kinda, so it wasn't really refreshing. Not a fan of Lipton iced tea, they taste off. Yeah, they've been sold, I think. Well, I don't know if that's the same thing in the EU actually, but Lipton iced teas have been, my god, it's also 10 years ago, but they had to split the iced tea company away from the Coca-Cola company, because I think Lipton was under Coca-Cola and then they got like a lawsuit or something where they had to split off, and now Lipton and Fuse Tea, which is the new Coca-Cola Lipton iced tea brand, was created. So we have Lipton and Fuse, and both are kind of the same thing, but still, yeah. Not my favorites. Not my favorites at all. But yeah, back to the blog post. The Galaxus company, they just posted a bunch of blog posts how they went about, like, first of all, finding a supplier that was willing and able to make their iced tea, and then they went into the whole process of, like, first of all, designing, like, making the specific flavor that they wanted, and in terms of, like, tea they use, what essences and flavorings that they used, and they had like a whole lab week where they kind of workshopped the tea. And then of course they went into the marketing, because the April Fool's marketing campaign started a bit earlier than April Fool's, of course. They took the whole month before to actually advertise the stuff. It was kind of funny. I think was it called no, it was not called Bali tea, was it? Oh shit! They made a whole ass rap song. Yeah, freaking Bali tea. Oh no way! Ah, they don't have it anymore. There it is. It's amazing. This one is a Rooibos orange. Also very nice. It sounds refreshing. I should have bought them when they were out. I didn't actually believe that these were real products, so I didn't buy them, and I wasn't sure that they actually would make something nice. But the reviews were kind of mixed. Some people said they liked them, and other people said they kind of didn't hit the mark, which is to be expected if you make something for the first time, I guess. But it was an interesting experiment. You gotta disappear? Oh no! Bye bye D-chan, have a easy day at work. And I hope this day treats you nicely. Bye bye. Not that I will be around for much longer as well. I had planned for the stream to be like just shy of an hour. We have passed an hour. So actually that is kind of not too bad a call for me to slowly wrap it up. But yeah, I wish to do an iced tea so bad. I just want drinkable and consumable merch. Oh yeah, also because some people never like unpack their merch, and sometimes it just sits shelved and not used, and I feel like a best consumed by date kind of encourages people to actually interact with the merch, which is something I want. I want people to just, you know, do stuff with the product that has my name and face on it, instead of just letting it sit on a shelf. You don't feel targeted at all. Oh, whatever could I mean? Are you the kind of person that buys 2 pieces of the same merch every time, so you can like have one and unwrap the other one? No nap, bad, bonk. 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 Nuh-uh. Ah, I finally ran out of coffee out of my ginormous, comically large mug. And yeah. You should take one, but it might happen sometimes. You know, I understand. I fully understand. Actually. It's like you just want to have a pristine one. And if it's something that you also want to use and you want to have a pristine one, I can fully get behind like just getting two. Honestly. It just makes sense. But yeah, for me it's more about how to make sure that something that I create has the intended effect, kind of, by subtly encouraging consumption, basically. But yeah, I think that shall wrap it up for today. I am very happy with how this pilot episode of coffee, or I guess at this point iced tea with Schaddn turned out. And I will probably make one again. I hope I refine this format a bit more, get it a bit more structured. But I think that is a problem for next month, Schaddn. No, you want iced tea? Yeah, I've been looking at like iced tea cans as well, now that I've had the shop page opened, and they look so refreshing and cold, and I can't deal with it. But in any case, thank you so much for coming to the stream, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you so much for the privilege of your time. I'm the Schaddn, and I will be streaming again on Tuesday, probably, quite likely, 8 PM CT as usual. I'll post the stream schedule either today or tomorrow at the latest, and tomorrow is going to be a stream-free day as the Mondays usually are. But yeah, I hope I will see you again in the next one, and until then that you have a very, very, very wonderful time. Bye bye! And have a nice day as well, since it's early for once. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye! Wrong button, oh no, oh no. Nothing is happening. There we go. Bye bye!